So my name is Mukul Devichand. I am programming editor for an audio project at the New York Times. First thing you think when you hear the word conflict is, of course, armed conflict. But to be honest, I think actually a lot of disagreements or disputes between groups of people probably should best be understood as conflicts. Covered the conflict in the northeast of India, which was between hundreds of small rebel groups and the Indian state. You know, I was a young journalist, and it was an interesting story to cover because it taught me a lot, I think, about how you tell a story like that in which a state is in conflict with rebel groups. You know, in journalism we speak a lot about the notion of impartiality. I think that can be very difficult in a situation like a conflict because it can be very emotional. Sometimes you can't really get access on the ground, but also, even if you can, there's just so much misinformation that is pushed out by both sides. Most of the players in the conflict are both fighting the war but also fighting the information war. I think in some ways it's actually become even more difficult to report on these things, and maybe that shows that, you know, that we need to have great, you know, journalistic organizations investing time in this just so the world can understand these situations better.